Hi there, it's Mark Carlson here. So this week's video, what is abundance and how can you get to it as quickly as possible? Come on in. So what is abundance? Well, abundance more than anything is a feeling, right? Because the way I feel about life is the way life is for me. That's the truth in every single area. So to get to abundance, I want to be feeling happy and trusting. There's a key word, trusting that life will always support me in every single area. Abundance is knowing at a cellular level that life will always give me more than I need. So how do I do that? Because if I look at my reality, if I'm not in abundance and I keep looking at that reality, I'm verifying that I'm not in abundance, and my cells follow what I'm thinking about things. So my work clearly is to make myself feel abundant in as many areas as I possibly can. So how do I do that? Well, my guidance system is showing me the areas that I need to change at a feeling level. And that's simply all of the areas that don't particularly feel good. So what I've got to do is work on making my feelings good in the areas where they don't feel good. And I've got to recognize that my feelings are my feelings and nobody else's. They're not coming from the outside in, even though it might look that way. It might look that like people and situations make me feel a particular way, but my feelings are inside of me and they're there because of who I am. I make myself unconsciously plop into situations, or I manifest certain people into my life to get me to see a feeling that's always been there at a disharmonious level. And so then, because the outside world shows up in a way that makes it look like it's making me feel a particular feeling that I don't like, that's how my guidance system gets me to turn my attention in to look at the feeling that needs changing. It's always at the feeling level because we're vibrational beings and life is vibrational, and everything that shows up in our life is a manifestation of the vibration in the outside world. Is a manifestation of the vibration in the inside world that then shows up in the outside world. So when something's not particularly feeling good, in whatever area that's in, abundance will not come in. So if I'm following fearful thoughts, if I'm watching any narrative about anything that puts me into fear, I stop the flow of abundance inside of me. So I've got to look at life in a way that is loving, kind, right, and generous. Because when I do that, when I see life that way, I'll feel that way. So how do I really bring a feeling of abundance and love into my life? Simply by looking at the area that doesn't feel good and then saying, if I was love right now, if I was the vibration of love right now, if I was the number one ambassador for love right now, how would I look at this situation? And is there something I can do that's loving and kind, either to the outside world or to myself? Can I be kind with the way that I'm experiencing this feeling? And remember, the quickest way to freedom is to feel your feelings. So you'll have to learn to feel the feeling. You do that by taking the story you have on the feeling off. You take it off, the story, and then you just recognize that there's a feeling here that I don't like, so let's just feel it. If I was love, I'd look at that feeling and say, it's okay, darling, it's okay. You can do whatever you need to do. I'm not going to try and get rid of you. Because what we tend to do is to judge the feeling and then try and get rid of it. But you've just got to love the feeling by accepting that's the feeling, right? I can't deny if there's a feeling inside of me. I can't deny it. I might say it's because of this, that, and the other. But the truth is the feeling's inside of me, right? So what I've got to do is feel it. And I do that by accepting it and loving it as it is. I say, okay, give me your best shot. I'm going to let you be here. Now, when I do that, with all of the feelings that don't particularly feel good, I start to move into abundance because I'm healing the disharmonious energies inside of me. It's imperative, if you want to move into abundance, to heal self. Or in other words, to bring yourself into a place of wholeness. And you do that by feeling your feeling and by injecting love into the situations where it doesn't feel particularly loving. That's how you bring abundance to yourself. Get off stories that are frightening and look at things that make you feel lovely. And especially look at the areas of your life that don't feel particularly good, that may be out of balance, and love them. If I was love, how would I look at this? If I was love, how would I look at this situation? What would I do with this person or this situation if I was love? How would I speak to myself if I was love? How would I think around this, that, or the other if I was the vibration of love? And how would I deal with this particular feeling that doesn't feel good if I was love? How can I put love into this situation? How can I get to love right now? Because that is the answer to all problems, and that will open a flow of abundance. Because if you're feeling love and abundance inside of yourself, if you're feeling a vibration of love, abundance will flow to you. It can't not, because that's your vibration. Everything that's loving will come to you. And love is always saying, let me give you more of my love. But it's always a reflection of the love you're giving to yourself. So, in a nutshell, to get to abundance, you've got to love this thing. You've got to heal all of the disharmonious feelings, and it's not about who did it to you or why it's there. You take the story off. This is futile, this area. It's not authentic. This is the authentic area of you, this area. And this is the feeling part of you, and that's the area that needs your love. And the way your guidance system is working, it loves you so much, it shows you all the areas that are not very loving in your life, and it gives you them as feelings that don't particularly feel good, so that hopefully you'll do the work, nobody else can do it for you, to love it, to bring it into balance and to love it. If I was love, how would I be with this feeling? Okay, have an absolutely fantastic day when you watch this. I look forward to talking to you again next week. Thank you so much.